This is Gary Atkins. Thanks for joining me.
So here I've got an audio file called a minor detail. I have set up my computer so that it always opens up in transcribe, but I'll open it again. So I click this, I will select transcribe. What I'm going to do here is I want to use transcribe since this is where I'm getting the audio ready, and I want to figure out the bars, the tempo. So the easiest way to do that is I start to play the file. I will press the letter M for measures, and then let's see what happens. This is in 3/4, so here we go. 2, 3.
So mi do mi do la do fa mi re so mi do mi do la do fa mi re do.
The best way to do this is to keep your finger right over, right touching the M key, and then just lightly press down on it. I've seen people raise their finger up high to really hit that letter M, and all that does is create latency. And so then your bar measures will be off. This obviously starts beat 1, but I've done it enough so I can see the largest part of the wave is usually where that bar begins. There's emphasis. This works best on songs that have steady timing. If there's lots of rubato, you can still divide up the bar numbers, but when we use the find tempo, that's going to be a little bit more challenging. So here, I'm just moving the individual bars so that they line up correctly. And when I click on any of the numbers, I get this line so I can line it up with the wave file. So I can see, yeah, that's probably a little bit over the beginning of that wave. So that makes that bar 11, bar 12. It's not bad. There is an option to set to do an offset if there is some latency in your system. But I find by just keeping my finger close, it works out. Okay, so now I've got the measure numbers, and now I'm going to, you'll see it does all the measures. So it does to all the way to measure 16. I prefer to change this so that now I double click on 1 and I change that to a section marker, and I'll show you what happens in a second. I'm also going to say that in this piece of music, every measure contains not 4 beats, but actually 3, and it's going to put in the subdivisions, so it's going to mark down each beat. So I go, okay. Now you can see here's bar 1, beat 2, beat 3, bar 2, and so on. When I get over here, I make sure that I do the same thing. I double click on measure 9, change it to a section, say OK, and now I can see it in 8 bar sections. One of the things you'll have to do is when you set up your preferences, set them up so that you will see under markers, number measures continuously. That's the way I've got this set up. Number only, yes, these are the settings that you'll need if you want to do it the way I've done so that you get sections set up. And here is where you can set up latency. So you can create that offset I mentioned earlier. We'll say OK. And now when I play the piece,
So mi do mi do la do.
So now when you're working on your transcription, you can see the divisions of each bar and where each bar starts. So now all I do is I go up to File, choose Save, and name this. I'll call it a minor detail with bars. This is version 2. I did an earlier one. If you look at my earlier video, you'll see how to set up Transcribe to create bars and beat markers. So I set this up, and now what I want to do is find out the tempo. Obviously, the more bars or beat markers that I have, the tempo will be a more accurate average. Remember, it's just an average. So what I want to do is I click on bar 1, beat 1, and I'm going to select all the way over to beating bar 8. Under markers, I'll select compute tempo, and I'll click on it, and there it is. It tells me that the average tempo over 45 markers selected is 79.6 beats per minute. All right, just say OK. And now when I go to do my transcription, I know what the tempo should be. Thanks for watching. I'm Gary Atkins. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Bye for now.
Hey, this is Gary Atkins. Thanks for joining me.